Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani is one of U.S. President Trump's closest advisors. Here's another segment of our interview with Giuliani about why he thinks it's so important to stand with Israel and why the Bible is a big part of why the Jewish people belong in the Promised Land. 20 years ago, you famously rode on bus 18 right after a terror attack with, at the time, Mayor Olmert.
I did.
And as a show of solidarity, do you still feel that same sense of solidarity?
Stronger than ever. I would say the feelings about Israel in the United States over the last 10 to 15 years have become stronger and stronger. I think maybe the attack of September 11 has something to do with that. I think it made most Americans realize that Israel and the United States are fighting the same enemy, that we have basically the same values. You can't believe the amount of respect and love that there is in the United States for Israel. Not just in the obvious places that it's always been, New York, Los Angeles, but in the heartland of America. You look at the evangelical Christian churches, they're probably the biggest supporters of Israel. I remember speaking at the National Conference of Christians and Jews, and one of my Jewish friends said, you're going to get more support from Israel from the Christians than from the Jews.
Have you found that to be true?
Yes, in some ways, yes. But this is a very good thing. I mean, it's a major change. It's meant, to a large extent, the elimination of anti-Semitism in the United States, and it has created a real bond between the United States, the heartland of the United States, and Israel. And I'm not sure that all Israelis know that. And I think they may not know it because of President Obama and the way he acted for the last 8 years. That wasn't consistent with the views of the vast majority of Americans. I think they're going to see with President Trump that this is a very, very strong mutual relationship.
Let me read your quote from Prime Minister Ben-Gurion. He said back in 1936, "Our right to the land of Israel is not given by the British government nor by the Balfour Declaration. It's much older. The Bible is our mandate to the land." Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree completely with that quote, and I would say that is the basis for the Christian support for the state of Israel. And also, in my own case, I have tremendous admiration for the respect that the Jewish state shows for the Christian sites that are here. And remember what it was like before that. And also see the difference with some of the Christian sites that have been turned over to the Palestinian Authority, like in Bethlehem. Much more respect, much more openness, complete tolerance, and very, very different attitude than in the Palestinian Authority, where Christians are treated, well, I remember when they took nuns hostages, Orthodox nuns hostages, and some of the damage they've done to our churches. And you don't have any of that in Israel. So I think as a Christian, I feel very, very comfortable with our holy sites in the hands of a government that has a rule of law, has democracy, and has tremendous respect for religion. After all, our religion emerged from their religion. And I think we understand that Jesus, I always say this, coming from New York with a large Jewish population, Jesus died a Jew. And from that, our religion emerged. And we should be very grateful for that.